Today we will be examining a day in life of a small cargo hauler in Pyro. Yes, Pyro is a dangerous place, and that means anything can happen, so today we're gonna be focusing on that. We start our journey on the Obituary Station, which is an orbital station just situated above the planet Bloom, which is one of the Pyro's most beautiful planets, and it is also a hotspot for a lot of activities. So let's go into the contracts, and given that I've just gotten into the hauling with this little fella, I'm taking a trainee hauler needed, which actually pays pretty decent for the 49,050 for Pyro. Given that it's really risky, does make sense. We are gonna go to Bueno Ravine and we're gonna collect 8 SCU of cargo. Now I have bought off camera the Pyro multi-tool, which is only 465, and I also had the tractor beam attachment module. You can get those in the cargo deck straight above your hangar. There is a hangar lift that is going directly to the cargo shop, so if you can survive it, obviously. Right, having said that, I'm going into my beautiful that being said, I'm gonna go into my beautiful cutter, and which has the, you know, dying star skin. I really love that. I actually just went all-in subscriber for 1 month just to get that skin. It's that beautiful. Yes. Now, having said that, I was actually playing this in 4.0.1 on live, so that you had a frame of reference once this was actually happening. And given my preparation, since we are in Pyro, I'm actually making sure that I've already set the route and everything. Just a note, guys, this will be a gameplay video rather than a guide or anything like that, so set your expectations accordingly. I do have some guides on my channel, but since Pyro is really unstable and all of these things that are going in Star Citizen are, you know, hit and miss, I figured I'd just do a gameplay video and see how it fares. So I'm making sure that I boot up everything, all of my sequence, and we have processed the hangar request, which means we're gonna be taking off and enjoying the beautiful view as we leave. You have to remember, Obituary, like any other station, well, we can have pirates outside, and it's actually not completely safe. However, while we are still close enough, I'm gonna just enjoy this beautiful view while we leave Pyro, and I really think the dying star paint actually works wonders with this setting. This is my secondary account, which I call Survival Joe, and that one is mainly going to be used for Zero to Hero and off-gridding. Yes, I do plan to off-grid a little. Do let me know in the comments below if you would like me to. You know, just post gameplay, maybe even without the commentary, just with music and stuff. Let me know what you think. Your opinion really matters to me. So, we are going down. We're turning the engine offline, or online, the boost. We are turning our engines online, and we are making sure that we can... I cannot go directly, but I can go this way. Right. Okay. Bloom, and let us just engage. I was about to say frame shift drive. Jeez. I was playing Elite Dangerous for far too long. Right. Okay. So, having collected shipment, and let's go. There we go. Booting up, and let's kick it. I mean, Star Citizen has really some impressive visuals, and Pyro is definitely, you know, new, fresh, and just look at those volumetric clouds. It's just amazing. I'm really loving it. And also the feeling of danger and everything. You have to be really careful. I've actually tried to do this mission like 3-4 times, and every time I tried it, I got punked. I got, you know, shot to oblivion, either while I was trying to collect the shipment or while I was basically trying to land. So, yeah. Pyro is a lawless system, so there are no big consequences apart from, you know, gang affinity and stuff. But for the time being, yep. Oh, and I realized just my VTOLs have engaged for whatever reason. I never told them to, interestingly enough. Now, one thing which I would consider a tip, I always fly decoupled. And that's mainly until I get very, very close and when I really need the ship to stop when I tell it to. But while I'm flying uncoupled, I realize that I could just, leave my throttle and the ship continues to move on its own. So yeah, very little air resistance and stuff. Right, so I will post a little bit later to let me know if you guys are interested what's my kit. I'm using the dual VKB Gladiator, so really cool HOTAS, works wonders with actually flying a ship and provides a lot of immersion. And I'm also playing with Tobii Eye Tracker. I will be providing a link to the Tobii Eye Tracker. Usually it can get on sale quite often, and if you use my direct link, you might just get some percentage off. Not when it's sale, but when it's the full price. And as you can tell, we already have one vulture that's working here, and we have a couple of people lurking about. Alright, I'm not actually sure which one this is. This might be... okay. There we have another... oh, is this Misfortune? Probably. You know what? Oh, and we have a 300 series ships and another cutter. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, and there's a Harbinger, I think. Right, so there's this small pad, and it took me a while to figure out where would the cargo be coming out. So for that purposes, it seems it's pretty crowded, so I could actually get killed and quite quickly there. Previous times, I was even taking, the cutter with a small, hover bike, and I was driving all the way here because the players here were hostile. This time, they seemed much more docile and much more friendly, which was, I guess, good to know. They were just up and about in their business, and I was up and about in mine. So let's see if we can actually... oh, there we go. They're inside. I was wondering... okay, they're using the tractor beam. I was wondering what they were doing because I was about to take out my guns and go gung-ho, full guns blazing on them. But they seem to not care, and that means hopefully neither should I. Right. Pyro is really dangerous. Usually a tactic of shoot first, ask questions later works really well in Pyro, but sometimes when you don't have any guns, like me, and you're in a total noob gear, well, yeah, you have very little to lose. So from that perspective, I figured might as well just try it. I mean, obviously people could just, try and snap my ship, but then again, I don't know, it's a cutter, so it's hardly worth a lot. Paint, though, might be interesting. Now, let's close this bad boy, because I don't want people boarding while I'm away. I've taken out my tractor beam, and I'm really hoping that the CIG fixed all the damn elevator issues with the cargo lift. So let's see, will this thing work? Come on. Gods of Lords of Kobol and all of the bugs, help me out. Now, raise the elevator. Right, here we go. Transferring. Right. Oh, and there's the guy. Well, I'm not dead, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, they have the regular cutter, and they seem to be putting their load nearby, so yeah. As long as I take my stuff and leave the moment I can, I guess I will be a-okay. They seem to be pretty, well, let's say non-aggressive from that perspective. So, I'm just taking off my cargo and off I go, and hopefully that nobody shoots me in the back, because ultimately I have no weapons to recollect. So, yeah. Life of a cargo hauler in Pyro is stressful, and apparently sometimes you really need to be really, really lucky. Now, having said that, okay, let me just quickly rotate. There's like 8 SU of potassium. How to get 8 SU of potassium in Cutter, it's also a different story, because I don't know how much space Cutter has, but it doesn't have the 4 SU boxes planned. So I was just thinking, okay, maybe I should just cram those in like that. That looks good to me. Let me see if I cram another one, but the cargo hold is slightly tilted, so I'm not sure if I can cram it in this way. Oh boy. This is gonna make my life a lot more miserable, ain't it? Okay, come on. Please don't destroy my ship. Yeah, okay. Did I manage to cram it in? Woohoo! Amazing. Okay, let's close the door because I'm really paranoid. I mean, people say that when you're playing Star Citizen you should be paranoid, and I am really paranoid, but I cannot squeeze myself through this. Oh, Lords of Kobol, help me. Now, okay, let's see, can I move this a little bit? I could. Good. Can I squeeze myself? I can. And the cargo ain't helping either. Okay, can you open the door, please? Open. Thank you. Yeah. Ultimately, oops. I seem to have fell down. However, the door has opened and I'm free. Free, I tell you. Yes. Now, having said that, let's quickly not ask too many questions, get into the pilot seat and get the hell out of here. This is really precarious situation and I really, really don't want to be left here for too long. I don't want to overstay my welcome. You never know when somebody who is really trigger happy can actually go out and just shoot you. Now, deliver shipment 492 kilometers. Okay, hitting the speed, going to decoupled mode, and soon enough I'm gonna go from the SCM to the nav mode, but let's first take the screenshot for the episode. Look how beautiful it looks. Pyro is simply breathtaking, and yeah, I think it's cool to actually have a little bit of run-in. Now, for 40,000 credits is nothing to be sneezed at, and as I switch to my navigation quantum drive mode, yeah, I finally remember that it's not frame shift drive but quantum. Yes, I am going towards the obituary as soon as it starts. There we go, hit it, and there we go, deliver shipment. So once you're coming to the obituary station, then you have to deal with one of the many challenges that the Pyro station offer these days. And you will see in a second which one it is. You have to be really careful when you're approaching things, obviously, so you don't get shot. So I immediately went to the SCM mode and I'm kicking the afterburners because I cannot get into the hangar fast enough. There we go. Okay, all of these turrets, and here you see my main problem. Joint hangar queue. Your place is 2. Estimated wait is 200 seconds. For the 200 seconds, I really have to make sure that I have found a place where I can hide. So I have decided to go at the bottom of the station with all of these spikes and just, you know, sneak in somewhere where I hopefully won't be too much noticed. And surely enough, 200 seconds couldn't go fast enough. I'm not going to show you in the real time. I'm probably going to cut a little bit of this time out. But there we go. Hangar request completed, which means I should be getting into the hangar as quickly as possible. I know I'm at the relative safety of the station, but I don't want to test my luck. The amount of debris that's going on here actually tells me it's probably not a good idea to test my luck, and fortunately enough those are just graphical glitches rather than the actual debris. Now, small Survival Joe's medium hangar, and there is one Cutlass. I don't know what it's doing, but I cannot safely say that its intentions are benevolent. Right, okay, so we're just going in the medium hangar and let's hope that everything works well. I got scared there a little bit, but it seems that we are good. Repel, Pyro. Okay, and that means look how beautiful this little ship is. Now we have to face another challenge, exit. Yeah, alright, the hangar is being closed, but I figured, hold on, where is my cargo elevator here? So I looked to the left and I realized, aha, there it is. Yeah, okay, Tobii Eye Tracker really helps out in terms of, you know, checking out stuff around you. Now, we're gonna just take this viewpoint and then I'm gonna be using my controls to just gently ease it in backwards to make sure that I could deliver the cargo to its supposed destination. There we go. Easy does it. Careful landing. There we go. Perfect. I just might live to tell another tale. Right? And the thing is, I have one of the binds actually to open all of the doors on my cutter. So I have gently used it so I could eventually get out of this thing. Now, having said that, I still need to pull all those stuff out. So let me use my tractor beam and just make sure I shove them out. You know, this initial contract should be in 1 SU crates ultimately, because, I mean, who in their right minds is actually having the 4 SU crates in the starter ship? And technically the only ships that I could imagine that could take this would be maybe 315P or maybe Nomad or bigger ships than that. So technically it's not really for the starter ship to actually do this, unless you had some other thing in mind. Now, cargo is delivered, and let us complete the mission. So, location, and let's store the elevator down, and that should hopefully mean that we are gonna get the Ching Ching, right? As soon as I can get out of this. And there we go, and it's now stored in my warehouse. Now, I don't know if CIG changed anything, but I was expecting that here 8SU would basically update, and I would see my 49,000 space bucks. Now, apparently, that never happened, and it never said mission item, so maybe it's just think how it's supposed to be working in Pyro? I don't know, but yeah, I'm a little bit confused. So I'm gonna bring those once again up, maybe restore them a little, and then put them back. Do let me know in the comments below, is this your experience as well, or am I doing something horribly wrong? I figured if I stack them, probably it would work better. Now let's see. So in Pyro, in theory, they could actually steal my cargo because it's not marked as mission item. That's also one thing that I found strange. Okay, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lower this thing in, and hopefully I'll see if I have gotten the contract awarded, but it doesn't say anything, so I don't know. Transfer complete. See? Weird. Clear filters. I was thinking here should be like mission items or something. I don't know. Really strange. Anyway, let me just quickly check my Mobiglass. You know, while I'm here, might as well take a selfie. After all, take a look at this. Yeah. It's badass, really. I think it's amazing. Alright. Enough, you know, selfies and all that jazz. Let me just quickly check if I can see on the Mobiglass what's going on. By the way, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Like if you liked today's episode, and I'm gonna be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for watching.